What's the deal? You already know what it is. Back in this with another video to pump out to my young boys, maybe girls, but not today. It's January 1st. It's a new year. It's 2023. A lot of things supposed to be going down in 2023, but our mission path, the chosen path, don't change. Everything stays the same. We gotta treat everything like everything, if that makes sense. Which it does. If you know, you know. But like said, nothing changes. The chosen, we still gotta stay doing what we doing. We still gotta stay in our scriptures. We still gotta cleave to the Most High. We still gotta continue to get closer to the Most High in these last days. And that's all it is. That's all it is. That's all it is to it. New Year is the same thing. Ain't the formula not changing? Well, unless you need to change the formula. If you feel like 2022 wasn't your year, and you need to go back to the drawing board, use this opportunity and make those necessary adjustments. Take it. You know, they saying the new year is supposed to be in spring, which makes sense because that's where new vegetation and everything. That's where new life is. That's when the earth is like going through the cycle of creation again. And if that makes sense, so we loop around back to creation. And so New Year is really would make more sense to be in spring, but you know this Western world we can't be on code when it comes to anything. So everything got to be done wrong. So here we are. We got this. We got January. We got winter New Year, and over here we got winter New Year, but today we about to be talking about this Andrew Tate cat. Today we about to be talking about this Andrew Tate situation. I've been holding off on talking about Tate, but it's over. He wilding. He wilding. But on this channel, we always say to take the meat and spit out the bones when it come to all these people. It's honestly annoying. It's honestly annoying because it just really goes to show that you really can only cleave to the Most High. What are they doing? You really can only truly cleave to the Most High in these last days, because even anybody that's just talking right, it just don't matter. Like it's really starting to get annoying because you sit up there and you give these guys credit for the information they bring out and the things that they say, and then next thing you know, like a Kyrie Irving, for example. Kyrie up here spitting. They like to do this. They put these puppets in place to sit up there and try to gas stuff up and feed certain agendas, and then, but in actuality, Kyrie, he just want to play basketball. He didn't care about really bringing the people up. He is content and comfortable in his shackles, and it is what it is. Fuck him. And then it's like you got a Tate talking nice, but now we seeing the symbolism starting to really come out. He throwing some hints at Pizzagate. If you don't know, that's like, if you look it up, they'll tell you some BS. They'll give you the gist of it, that how it's Pizzagate is essentially like it's like code. It's like code. They call little adolescent females pizza, and they call adolescent boys hot dogs. And it's like it's cold when it comes to that industry of exchanging individuals. I ain't gonna get I ain't trying to say too many keywords. It's part of that exchanging individual illegal, the thing that Andrew Tate is actually getting, we talking about to him about, but he talking about. But when it comes to that Pizzagate and all of that stuff, that's for like, it's all fucked up. But that's the adolescent range, them the kids. So here we go. I just jumped on this Fresh and Fit live. They on here in support of Tate. I've been seeing a lot of YouTubers jump on the support of Tate. He didn't do it. It's the same thing over and over. Even with the Tory Lanez thing, this nigga Tory Lanez, Tory Lanez that sat up there and they didn't did all of it. Like, bro, it's all part of the agenda, bro. All of this stuff is part of the agenda. The Tory Lanez and Megan Thee Stallion case was one of the biggest like men and women divides that I didn't seen in a minute, probably ever. Like that case divided so many men and women that it really don't make no sense. And what was it like? What was it for? Like what was it for? Tory had they did all of this because they know how to get under our skin, especially our people. They really know how to get under our skin. So they present this case where they not finding evidence, his DNA is inconclusive, and all of this stuff. They purposely put out a narrative to where Tory Lanez had a solid case of beating. It was like we like no, it's no way he did it, cause his DNA ain't on the damn gun. The gun is pink. It all they framed this whole thing to point to the friend, cause and they took advantage of how like they took advantage of melanated men's emotions and the things that we dealt with as a whole when it comes to being falsely accused of doing things. So they took advantage of that and used and made this narrative that this nigga didn't do this shit, and then only to not only confirm that he did do it. Really, they in the end they still was saying he didn't do it. They still was saying, I mean, they saying he did it, but no evidence ever really came out where it was like, oh, he did it. So it still left room for people to be like, oh, they falsely locking him up because they didn't have no proof. How did he do this with if there's no nothing pointing to him for doing it? So, but then all of a sudden, random phone calls is coming out of this nigga on the phone crying, basically admitting to doing it, basically saying I was too drunk and all of this. Like, where? I mean, I get it was an open case at the time and all of this stuff, but why is we playing these games? Why do they play? We know why they play these games. They play these games to get under our skin and to keep us, to feed agendas, to feed this man versus woman agenda. I just seen a video with this lady talking about this thing, how Roe v. Wade come out, they overturn Roe v. Wade, and then all of a sudden, because it really don't matter, because men is not wanting with the agendas and all these narratives that these guys is pushing, even your fresh and fits. Men don't want to hook up with women no more, and women don't want to hook up with men. I mean, they want to hook up, but when it come to building family and like family structures and all of that stuff, nobody's trying to get into none of that no more. And it's sad, but that's the reality of it. But I'm about to get into this video. We about to see Fresh and Fit. I guess I believe they about to cop some pleas for Tate. And yeah, let's see what they talking about, because Tate is real close to these Fresh and Fit guys. They all in bed with each other. Fresh and Fit is clearly controlled opposition. They want to make it seem like Fresh and Fit is going against the grain and doing all of these extravagant things for men and masculinity and all of this stuff. But this is the new birth control right here. Yo, Fresh and Fit is the new birth control. Yo, Steffes Codes, all of these red pill niggas, yo, Andrew Tates, all these niggas this is the new birth control right here. This is the new birth control. This is how you keep babies from being formed. You demolish the whole idea of men and women getting together. You do that enough, you got your own birth control right there. So that's why we see a Roe v. Wade overturned. They want one demographic of people to keep being populated, and they want the other one to dwindle out. It's New Year, same matrix. We can't slip. We can't act like these things is not going on no more. New Year, same matrix. Let's get into the video though. Let's see what he's talking about.
More than Donald Trump and Kim Kardashian combined. Yep. The peak hit right around August. He was on every single platform. You couldn't escape him. And honestly, he took over the internet. The genius marketer, and for good reason, because quite frankly, let's be honest here, there's a void on the internet for positive masculinity, despite the fact that people try to sit here and say, oh, he's a poster boy for misogyny and he's toxic and he's an asshole, all this other bullshit. He's helped a lot of guys self-improve and understand their value as men, because we live in a world nowadays where men are treated as second-class citizens if you live in a first world Western country.
Yep.
Okay, so obviously you rise to fame and you have some type of influence, especially when it goes against the narrative, right, of what they've been trying to push. You're going to be silenced to some degree. They're going to cancel you. They're going to try to take away your freedom. Then at some point,
See, they're gonna, yeah, that's true. They do it over here. They do weird stuff to the lives, but we ain't gonna get into all of that. These things he's saying is true. But in an Andrew Tate case, you don't just get, they like in Andrew Tate case, they take you off the internet. They say, all right, you're gonna be canceled for a while. Get on timeout. We gonna remove you from the internet. We don't like what you're saying. Blah 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 blah. Blah. But then, you think they giving out human trafficking? You think they playing around giving out some human trafficking allegations? These ain't even allegations. He was detained for this. They grabbed him up for human trafficking. They was sure that he was doing this. But you think that they would sit up there and grab him up for this, for like internet, like his, bro. Realistically, I'm seeing things a little more clear. Realistically, the system is not worried about Andrew Tate. Damn, where my sounds at? Let me rephrase it, because I didn't even say it right. The system is not worried about Andrew Tate's stance. Andrew Tate stance, like, cause when from seeing this situation and the things that's happening, bro, Andrew Tate fans in my head is in the same bubble as like Young Boy fans. They not worried about, bro, they not worried about the niggas that's riding behind Andrew Tate. Trust me, they not. They not worried about Andrew Tate can have all this influence, but the people you influencing is what's important. If you got a bunch of stands behind you that you can have it. They not worried about what Andrew Tate or his fans is thinking. They not worried about Andrew Tate making men as a whole more masculine, because the ideologies, the masculinity, the version of masculinity that Tate kind of pushes is not the masculinity of the Bible. It's not real masculinity. It falls more in the lines of toxic masculinity. It's not the masculinity of the Bible. Now, Tate has his sentiments that I agree with. Tate be spitting. He be spitting, but a homeless man on the street also be spitting. It's like the enemy got such an interesting up on the common man right now, because we live in a world where so many people are so dumb and say so many dumb things that when somebody comes around and they can like sprinkle like 40% of something, some similitude of something that is correct, we like to sit up there and get on board and be like, oh, okay, we got somebody spitting. We got somebody here that's actually cooking up. And then it comes out that they not really for the get down. They not really for the cause. They not really for the cause. It's controlled opposition. It's people that the enemy want us to follow behind so they can lead us down the wrong path. You listen to Andrew Tate wholeheartedly, 100%. You don't take the meat and spit out the bones. You listen to Tate word for word, and you take what he say is law, his stands. You one of them, you not gonna make it. You not. The masculinity Tate spit is not the masculinity of the Bible. masculinity of the Bible tells you how to carry yourself as a man. They tell you like Tate ideology, this whole super elite crush all my enemy. I don't know who I was going into, but crush all opposition. I have to crush everything and all of that. Like, I get it, but we are competitive, but all of that hyper like it's Bugattis and all of that, bro. Is vanity. It's really vanity. You want to sit up there and have trillions of dollars with much is given, much is required. So you want to have trillions of dollars, Bugattis, cars, all of these things, and then what? You just want to be at the top. Tate is he's a power hungry guy. He just want to be at the top. He just want to be the best. He just want to be peak human. He just want to be peak human. But the Bible don't tell us that. The biblical masculinity, what Tate misses is in his masculinity, he's not humble. He's not like, he hasn't fully given himself to a higher power. He doesn't understand that he's nothing. Essentially, he sees himself as something greater than what he is. He's a human being. He is dirt. He's nothing. He's really nothing. But what he teaches you is for men to get like God complexes, to think that since they're the stronger vessels, since they can handle this and that, we are peak existence and that's just it. Nobody can tell you nothing, man. But in the Bible, we learn that there is a higher power we answer to. We are not peak anything. The Messiah, when it comes to flesh and blood, the Messiah is peak. So all of this other stuff is just nonsense. But let's keep going.
Ooh. You might get assassinated. Okay, this is just the unfortunate reality of the world that we're in. Okay, I mean, you guys don't believe
me. But I'm not gonna pause it for too long. But then when you get into this, they can use stuff like that and be like, okay, since Tate was saying these things, we've seen it time and time again. But the fact that you can't trust this. You can't trust this for being what it's being positioned to be, or what Myron is trying to like position it as, because really it's too obvious. It's too obvious. Am I the only one that think this is just a little too obvious? It's not the same. This ain't no Ghostbusters. This ain't no conspiracy theory breaking down. This is too obvious. We got these big platforms talking about. We got these big platforms. These big platforms talking about Andrew Tate is being harassed by the Matrix and all of it. They trying to commercialize the awakening, bro. They're trying to commercialize the awakening, and we gotta in 2023 we gotta be seeing this. They gonna keep doing this. They gonna keep putting people in play to say the right thing, to make us think that they down with the get down, but they ain't. They ain't nobody. They commercializing the awakening. But let's keep going.
They just recently declassified some documents concerning him, and we know 100% now that the CIA that they were 100% involved. This is what happens, guys, whenever
I was just gonna say, man, at this point, guys, we're at this whole
society fears your influence.
Like I said, they're not scared of Tate influence.
Like, I don't easy to point fingers and
Tate
say,
locked in with
it's his fault. Guys, we don't know the full details, so please, in the chat, please be respectful, bro. Just give me 1,000 with you, man.
Yeah. So, all right. So play that clip real quick, because I want y'all to know that he knew this was coming.
Yeah.
To your head right now, you've been banned off many social medias. You haven't done a podcast in a while. So, like, what are your plans now? Or like, what do you feel about what's happened to you, and what's your moves? Or I mean, I don't expect you to reveal them, but what's your
attacked me.
yeah?
They tried to remove me from social
They've used
media.
their bullets.
They used their bullets. I'm still failed.
They failed.
What's scary about it being banned is that you get 3 lives when you attack power. First, ban you and try and shut you up. Second, you in jail for something you didn't. Secondly, they'll put you in jail for something you didn't. So I've used my first life, which is kind of upsetting when you know that next is going to be some false charges.
The 2 worst ones.
Yeah, if you survive the false charges, you just die.
Jesus.
So that's kind of upsetting. But
that's kind of upsetting.
It is. I like to. It's kind of upsetting. I like to think that people at home know why I ever ended up in a jail cell, and the media started printing why, that they know it's a pure lie, and they made it up.
Yeah.
But that's kind of scary. Outside of that, the ban.
So, this is supposed to be Tate. Y'all see this damn cat? This is supposed to be Tate predicting his arrest. Okay. So, I mean, this the thing. Back in the day, something like this would get you. This would get me. Back in the day, this would get me. He sit up there and be like, I feel like I'm gonna be arrested soon. They tried this, it failed. Next is this, next is that, and Tate is a master, bro. Andrew Tate father was not only a CIA agent, but he was a chess grandmaster. So you think Tate ain't fully stocked and equipped with how to maneuver, like how to play chess and not checkers? If you send up there sex trafficking, human trafficking, if you send up there human trafficking, it ain't shit to know that I'm probably gonna get arrested if you actively doing something illegal. You can easily go somewhere and be like, and to save your image, it'd be like, in the event I get caught, the Matrix after me, I was saying some real stuff, the Matrix is after me, it's fake, la da 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 da, boom. But really, I think from me seeing this, that's what I seen, what I just said, that's what I seen some people saying. But what I think from seeing this is he is another chess move. It's really just another chess move. He's trying to sit up there and frame it to where it's like he's outside of the system. So which is dangerous, because somebody sees this, they gonna think that this man is God. They gonna be like, oh, he predicting stuff. He's saying all of this real stuff. He's predicting things before they happen. This dude seems like he's untouchable. He seems like he has a mastermind, master physique. Like what can he do? He predicted his arrest. He knows everything. He's broke the Matrix. He is Endgame. But in actuality, he's in the shits. He on record saying his brother's ex-fiance is the head newscaster at the top news broadcasting station in Romania. So he has influence on what the media can put out in Romania, which would explain why that the news only broke in Romania. You know what I'm saying? I don't care. See, I ain't even gonna say that. But you would have damn near thought TMZ covered the shit the way they be on it. But this was like some Romanian exclusive thing. And then Tate owned 15 casinos in Romania. 15 of them. 15. See how long it take to count to 15. That's casinos. So he has it. He's fueling the whole economy in Romania. He's eating. He helping Romania eat. He's a part of the establishment. He's a piece in the puzzle. He's locked in. But let's keep going.
It's made no difference to my life. The only thing Instagram was good for was a bunch of chicks, and that's all. That's the only thing I used it for.
I used to have you have them.
I do okay. I don't need it. So
As you guys know, we're personal friends with Andrew. We've had going to come at some point too. His influence is too strong, and he says things that quickly go against of mainstream society. He teaches you how to not be a slave. Look at things.
Alrighty.
Mainstream media doesn't want you to.
Let's see. Andrew Tate predicted society doesn't want independent thinkers. Video. Who actually arrested the Tates and what is the are those women victims? Men are guilty until proven innocent. How search warrants for women works. Why the hell would they put a rape video on the internet? As we can see, the video is tripping. It's tripping out. My stream is tripping out. Everything is tripping out. So I think we didn't even really react to it. But I feel like I said what I needed to say. Y'all already know Andrew. We already know Fresh and Fit is gonna sit up there and meat ride and cop pleas for Tate, because Tate brings them some of the most money they get. That's one of their most viewed streams, the ones when Tate come on. So that's pretty much it. You already know Fresh and Fit, some sellouts. This is controlled opposition too. They got a purpose. They are part of the new birth control plan. And yeah, it is what it is, y'all. That's the video for today. I want to end it before we get long anyway. So sorry about that. This stuff is tripping. But make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Turn the bell on. Turn the bell on, because we do all of this stuff live. Say something in the chat, we chop it up. We can, build and go on, do it how we do it. So that's pretty much the video for today. Love y'all. Take care. Stay safe. I'm on y'all. Happy New Year 2023. Doing big things. Make sure y'all stay prayed up. Keep y'all spiritual armor on 100, on max level at all times, because times is changing. Times is changing, but we gotta stay on code. Love y'all again. Take care of yourselves again. Stay safe again. I'm on you.